Okay, so this is question 4 part B. They say to us the equation x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x plus k equals 0 has exactly one real root, sorry. And then it says, using your answers from part A or otherwise, find the range of possible values of k. Now, looking at it, it's a 2-mark question. It shouldn't involve a huge amount of work over and above what you've already done. So let's just compare it to the one we were just looking at. The one we were just looking at was this. So you can see the only difference is we've got plus k equals 0. So this was what we had from part A. Now, using part A's information, like it's asking us to do, if we sketch the cubic, it looks like that's a positive cubic. It's got 2 turning points. It's got one turning point here and one turning point here, one stationary point, I should say as well. So the one that's sort of nearer to the left is going to be the one that's 1, 4, that we worked out up here. And the one that is a little bit further along is going to be the one at 3, 0. Now notice that y is 0 here. So that means that the x-axis, must come in at that point there. Just excuse my wobbly line. So there's the x-axis like that. Now that's really important. And this question, although it's only 2 marks, is really testing your knowledge, and it's not just about what you can repeat, sort of simple, the basics of A-level maths. This is actually sort of making sure you understand. You do need to have that drawing there to help you see that. So you've got that. So basically, if you look at the difference between this graph here, which is the one I've just drawn for you, and the one that they put up here, it says x cubed minus 6x squared plus 9x plus k equals 0. This plus k is quite important, so you've got to think about what the effect of that's going to have on this graph here. So if you imagine, if I add k to anything here on this graph, it's going to shift the graph upwards by k, if k is a positive number. So what's going to happen is, if k is not 0, if k is bigger than 0, if it's any kind of positive value of 0, what's going to happen? The graph is going to shift up, and if I just get a different colour, it's going to look something, if I just try and draw it, like that, when it shifts up. And it does mean when it shifts up, it no longer has 2 intersection points for the x-axis, it only has 1, therefore it only has 1 root. So that's what we're talking about. So if it's going to shift up, that means that k has to be a positive number, because we're adding something positive to the graph and it's shifting up. So how do we write that in maths language? We're going to need to write k is greater than 0. So it's quite a simple answer for quite a difficult idea, really. You have to think about all of these things. So what I would do is just use your answer from part A or otherwise to find the range of possible values of k. You'll get 2 marks for writing that down. I'm not sure where the first mark's going to come from. I imagine it's going to have to be some kind of picture or explanation about why that's come from, rather than just writing k is greater than 0 down. I would not even attempt this without drawing a picture. But there we go.